welcome. Yeah, I haven't posted in a while. These past 2 weeks following the solar eclipse, Lion's Gate, and then this moon cycle has been very treacherous. Lots of mental alchemy that I have been facing. I've really been facing a lot of shadow aspects, but whatever. I am here and I want to continue this. I want to not give up on this. But sometimes, yeah, I go hermit, and look what we see coming out in the energy. The Hermit and the Ace of Cups. I have a feeling that if you found this, that our paths are similar in ways of vibrationally speaking. Like, they feel similar, even though they may not look similar. They feel very similar. And I want to say this past month, I have gotten out of this hermit stage, so to speak. I've fluctuate between both just because of who I am and how much I can handle and what I want to handle, you know? But there's something being called to readdress, going within again to readdress a certain wish fulfillment or contemplating your heart's desire. Ace of Cups is everything that nourishes you, everything that gives you that vigor almost, because if something's dried out, it's going to be too brittle, too dehydrated to move. You need the water, you need something to fuel you, so to speak. Like, of course, yeah, fire, but fire will constantly burn out. But you need that overflowing liquid life, liquid luck, maybe. Water can be liquid luck. It doesn't have to be spirits, but I mean, if you speak over your water, definitely it can work in that way. I'm feeling very ritual-esque type energy coming from this heavy transformation with the Hermit here. And the White Raven. I was rereading Game of Thrones, and the White Raven symbolism in that book really stood out to me in a way. They're even bigger than black ravens, and ravens are actually already pretty big. But yeah, so there's two aspects also that I'm feeling. It's maybe when you went out of this hermit stage, you felt like you were abandoning a part of yourself and for others, but then also you're abandoning others for yourself, so to speak. So it's rediscovering something on your own, and just make it make sense for you and where you're at right now. And tonight there is a full moon, and I would highly recommend doing some full moon rituals, just with how heavy it's been. And I believe the full moon is in Pisces, and it's going into Virgo, which is their sister sign, so they're polar opposites. It goes back again to these different aspects of ourselves that can be completely contradictory in a way, but they make sense. Okay. Let's dive deeper. The Hermit. Yeah. Personal victory. But you're looking in a direction that can make you go even further. You've gotten to a certain point, like it's that threshold where I'm feeling between the trees right there, how they're coming together. It's this different portal that you're headed towards. This is all that you needed to learn here, so to speak. So it's almost time to move on, time to manifest something else completely different with the Magician. And this feels very, very aligned in a way. All the white, it feels enlightened. This is enlightened, protected, like this white and gold that I see on the horse. Like, I feel like that horse almost is a magician for you. They give me the same energy right now at this moment. Sorry, I just got overwhelmed. This magician could be a helper. It doesn't, like, of course, yeah, the magician comes from you, but it can also be a guide, someone a very special helper on the other side. Very special. Feels very cloudy. Six of Swords. Ooh. Moment of breath. Knowing you're in safe waters, knowing you've gained everything already, but you're almost purifying it in a way. Tell me about this Ace of Cups. The Hierophant. See how he flew? Going back with like the Six of Wands, the Six of Swords, and then this Magician, and me speaking about how the horse is connected to this Magician. Like I feel them connected, the horse and Magician. It's that saying of you're never alone, or you're being carried by the divine right now. Something very sacred in the way that the Hierophant went here. A Hierophant bridges these things together. It's as if a spirit comes into something just to help give you some ease. And this Ace of Cups, the Hierophant was supposed to be for the Ace of Cups. There's this call to deepen even more your relationship, because I think this is almost a no turning back point. The way that they're all looking at me right here, or I'm looking at the cards, it just looks like they're looking over their shoulder to a reality that they know that they can never go back to. And once they embrace the power that they have found in this present moment now, something did happen in these portals, these celestial movements, these planetary alignments. Something major happened, and it has been very, very, very heavy. And tonight is basically the pinnacle point that allows everything to fall away and this old plateau to crumble down, because you don't need that quote unquote mountain to stand on. You're flying almost. You're flying with the divine. You don't need to really do anything, and it's almost to this breaking, it's not even a breaking point, it's this surrender. Feeling everything around you, but knowing that it is part of it, and that no matter if you stay still, it'll slither away, it'll loosen. If you stay steadfast in this connection that you're still continuously building upon with God, with Source, the universe, whatever bridges you to that greater beyond that none of us. Oh, look at Queen of Cups, the Emperor. It feels very balanced. The Queen of Cups balances the Emperor very much, I believe. I think they're a very good pair, besides, of course, the Empress. But the Queen of Cups and the Emperor give very intuitive action, intuitive knowing, in a way of boundary setting that is respected. You're very respected on a plane that you don't quite understand. But lean into the connection that gives you the strength. The divine is the infinite source, the overflowing thing, the overflowing liquid love, liquid life, anything, liquid gold, and like all that liquid, the nurturing part of life. That is what's continuing. And all these grabbing